Hey brothers, I hope you're all doing well and enjoying your summer, and I hope that you are excited for National Convention. We are under 30 days left. Again, my name is Bon Ko, candidate for National Vice President for Student Affairs of KKPsi, and I am excited to be back with another episode of BTV. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with what this is simply a way for me to supplement this journey, this campaign for me to serve as the next Vice President for Student Affairs of KKPsi. And you can find this whole collection of videos on my website, on my YouTube channel, and my various social media accounts. So if you do have any questions, suggestions, comments, concerns, please feel free to reach out. I am open ears, and I would really love just to continue this conversation. So for this episode, I wanted to talk about something special, something very, very important, and that's the topic of diversity and inclusion. And I'm actually wearing this LGBTQ plus shirt from my alma mater, Indiana University, in celebration of Pride Month, but also in support of diversity and inclusion efforts. And one of my favorite things about the shirt is on the back, it says, "Be a sister, be a brother, be an ally." And I am definitely still learning on how to better myself as an ally, on how to better myself as a brother in support of others in their struggles, in their time of need. And I just wanted to have this video because I think this is really important a really important discussion to have. So I first wanted to start off by saying thank you, a heartfelt thank you to everybody who is a professional, everyone who does work in this field, and really those who help our students out in these areas. Secondly, I am by no means a professional or professionally trained to handle many of the issues that come from a lack of diversion or a lack of diversity and inclusion. So this video is simply based off of my personal experience, my personal opinions and thoughts. So if I do hurt anyone's feelings, I truly do apologize. So let's go ahead and get started with this conversation. So the three main points that I know about diversity is that, one, research shows that the more diverse a group is, the better that group performs. The research also shows that the diverse groups outperforms the groups that are more homogenous. The weird thing, though, is that the diverse groups, the members of that diverse group, tend to feel more insecure and unsure of their work, of their journey, of their process, whereas members of the more homogenous groups feel very confident and very secure about everything that they've done. So, I think this is a great opportunity for our fraternity, for our National Council, and the next VPSA, whoever that may be, to really hone in on this area and see what we can do to reframe this conversation so that we as a fraternity are really supporting diversity, really working towards diversity, and really helping our students reframe their mindset, their conversations, so that our students feel more secure, more confident, more overall happy with their process, their work in college and university bands. So that's the first major point that I would focus on as the next VPSA. The second thing I know about diversity is that we have to go beyond these important topics or aspects of diversity, which is race and gender. And again, these are very important topics that we should definitely include and continue having conversations on. But I definitely think that we need to move beyond that and really include and talk about these other aspects of people's identity, from social, economic, from religious affiliation. There are many areas of our lives that I think we should bring into the conversation. Because when we do bring these aspects into the daily conversation, when it comes to diversity, I think that we will come to appreciate others, and not just for the similarities, but also for their differences as well. And the main point I want to make with this is that when we start to learn about other aspects of our identity and about other people's identity, I think we will start to realize our privileges, the points of privilege that we have in our lives, so that we can move from simply having these conversations, deepening these exchanges, moving from sympathy to empathy, and really moving towards supporting others for who they are, for loving who they are, and really working on truly being an ally of others in their time of need, and others just for their differences. So I think this is another major component that the next VPSA needs to focus on, is how do we bring in other aspects of our identity, of our students' identity, and really bring this into the conversation, bring this in to what we do programming wise and what we do on the local chapter, so that our students can continue to do the amazing work that they're doing with college and university bands. And really how to build our brothers, our members, our students to sort of pioneer or at least support these efforts on the local level as well, and really be that beacon of light for other students, even outside of band, to really feel the love, really feel the stewardship of connection, of support. So that's the second point. My last point is that I truly do believe we need to move beyond diversity. Diversity is something, it's not something that we can just talk about. We have to take what we learn, what we talk about, into practice. And this, to me, comes into the form of inclusion. So we have to move beyond diversity and move towards inclusion. And this is, again, truly important because, we can try and practice to be as diverse as we want, but until we can really help people feel included, feel belonging, I don't think that we will have a very strong culture. We won't have a very strong community. And I think that's really what we need, especially in today's societies, when there's a lot of finger pointing, a lot of name calling, a lot of shaming. I think as KKPsi, we can be that pioneer and really help our students learn to accept who they are, learn to love themselves, and learn to love others for their differences, and really, truly, truly be inclusive and be the leaders on their local level, on their campus. And again, I believe that when we put this value back into our students' lives, we are helping our students continue to do amazing work on the university and college band level. And so those are the three major opportunities that the next VPSA should focus on. And that's something that, if elected the next Vice President for Student Affairs, I will work with the National Council, work with the Student Advisory Committee and the Communications Committee to really reframe our conversations, really reframe and really try to include these major discussions into what we do, so that our students can continue to do the great work that they're doing at the college and university band level. That's all that I have for this video. I have a lot more to say. I have a lot more thoughts and opinions on this matter. So please, let's get connected. I would love to continue this conversation at some point. But if we can, I hope to see you at National Convention. And in the meantime, as always, AEA, and continue being the awesome people that you are. Thank you all so much.